Few films, I think, in recent memory have aroused more ill feeling before they've opened than the new thriller Cruising. It's about a cop trying to solve a series of violent stabbings in the kinky underground of New York's homosexual community. While the film was being filmed in New York City last year, it was vigorously protested by leaders of the gay community. They claimed that the film was anti-gay and would trigger violence against gays. I don't know about that. All I know is that Cruising is a pretty bad movie. Al Pacino plays a cop sent undercover to find the killer, but as he sinks deeper into the world of gay leather bars, the whips and chains crowd, he becomes sick of his assignment, tells his detective boss Paul Sorvino he wants off the case.
I didn't come on this job to can some guy just 'cause he's gay, Captain.
You're gonna come into days where you have to collar a dozen guys like that. Scared, weird little guys who don't know why they have to do what they do. It isn't their fault. It isn't your fault. It's the job.
I can't do the job. I don't think I can do the job, Captain. I don't think I can handle it. That's all. I don't know. It's just things happening to me, you know? I don't know that I can handle it. I want you to know that it's not because I'm afraid or anything. It's just stuff going down. I don't think I can deal with it.
I need you. You're my partner and you can't let me down. We're up to our ass, and I'm counting on you.
Now, the implication of that very vague scene is that maybe Pacino is worried that he's sort of getting attracted to all the violence that's going on, or that he himself might be discovering and fearing that he's gay. But all of this is just implied. There is very, very little that is stated directly in this movie. Believe it or not, what's not stated directly, who the killer is. At the end of the picture, we don't know for sure. Whoever he is nauseatingly portrayed as brutal. I had to look away from the screen twice while a knife was being plunged into a victim's back repeatedly, blood splashing around. It's disgusting. Cruising is needlessly violent, needlessly confusing. It is not, really not worth all the notoriety it's getting because of the gay protest.
I think the key word is confusing. One of the things that we go, when we go to see a thriller, one of the things we expect to know at the end of the thriller is who did it and why.
Yeah.
In a character study, one of the things we expect to know at the end of the movie is how the character is changed and why.
You mean the Pacino character who's investigating?
In particular, yes. At the end of Cruising, you got it right on the head. We don't know who did it and why, and we don't know if the Pacino character is changed and why. The end of the movie is so confusing, so baffling, so annoying. It's almost as if it's a total cop-out. They got into this material. They wanted to engage in this controversy. They wanted to show this character confronting these events. And then at the end of the film, it's like they draw away from it and walk away from it and don't want to deliver in terms of the premises that they want to set up.
The most consistent and well-done material within their own world are those stabbings. That they knew they wanted to do that. It's a very sensationalized picture. I think a bad performance by Pacino. He just stares into the camera soulfully. We're supposed to read in something into his eyes. I don't know what. Another bad performance by him. He's had a lot recently. Regarding the protest, I take this position. You know, what any ethnic group or any religious group or any sexual preference group thinks of a picture, that's their business. Italians, I'm sure, did not like The Godfather. Some Italians. That's their problem. It was a great picture. Some gays won't like this film. That's their problem. It's a lousy picture. We just get paid to review the picture. This one is bad.
Okay, so much for Cruising.
We also agree that Cruising with Al Pacino is a confused and ugly thriller that doesn't deserve all the attention it's getting. 2 strong no's for Cruising, also R-rated.
Hey, Gene. Of the 5 major movies on this show, I think the one that has attracted the most attention is the one we both voted no against, Cruising, with a major director in Bill Friedkin, a major star in Al Pacino, and it's a major mess of a movie.
It absolutely is. I can't help but wonder if the studio didn't really relish all the protests by homosexuals of the film, because, quite frankly, that's all that's driving people to this theater, and once they get there, I think they're going to find there's really nothing on the screen.
I think you're right. I also liked Alan King in Just Tell Me What You Want. That was one thing I liked on this show.
And the other thing I can recommend is Hero at Large.
Okay.
Let the older teenagers try it.
John Ritter for the family, right?
Okay.
Okay. That's it for this show.